This is what I wanted to ask you, Marcus. As being somebody working in radio, did you, because like you even said it, it's the same songs that they play in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. It's like the same, 20 songs, you would say?
Yeah,
25.
25.
Are the people, now granted, yeah, it's Drake and people like that, but are the labels still paying to like make sure that they stay in those spots? Like, is that because there has to be a reason why it's so uniform across the whole country? You know what I'm saying? It's like every radio station that's, the hot hip hop of today or whatever, they're all playing the exact same songs. Like nobody plays nothing different now.
So it's kind of twofold. It's one, PDs and music directors don't have the same type of power that they used to. So, now they have to, like local shows and mix shows are almost, that's where you have to break new music, because I can't put it on the playlist unless it does good in the mix show. But like quality DJs is going to tell you, you never want to take your radio first. See, people got it let's take where's the counter, because I'm gonna mention it. Let's take Glorilla for instance. Right? Let's take Glorilla.
Where you at?
Glorilla went viral overnight, literally overnight, right? So by the record moved so fast, it had to be on the radio because people were looking for it. The radio in really turn is where records go to die, because that should be your last stop. You want to work the record. People want to know, because the people are going to listen to the radio no matter what. You don't want to go to the radio first, because the radio can only spin you for so long. And now if you do good on the radio, because people are claiming you're on shows, you're on concert, but you don't never want to go to the radio first. But that's not always the case with artists and people, because they feel like, no, the people need to hear me. No, you need to get out and work your record. People need to listen to it, and you need to have a fan base. So when you in another city, they know who the fuck you are. If that's the case, Big Boogie wouldn't be doing radio interviews where every city knows his song if he had to play it there first.
Right.
That makes sense.
Across the country, everybody was like, "Oh, that's Big Dude." You didn't even know. You was like, "Oh shit, damn, that's I'm cool." You heard it before you saw him. But if you heard him on the radio and he was like, "Oh, okay, I've been listening to that for 5-6 months," you'd be like, "Oh, he just now coming?" Or you were a fan and you looking for him, like, "Oh no, Big Boogie coming on. I got to make sure I'm there. Oh, this shit hot."
Yeah,
now,
right.
It's a bit like, but.
But I can see why you would say that, though, because people aren't going to the radio nowadays to hear new music first. You wouldn't expect a new Glorilla to get there immediately off the first go around, because in today's age, if you're hearing that on the radio, then that means you're getting to it late.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. It's already been on YouTube, digital streaming platforms. Like nowadays we wait for things to drop on Friday, right? Like Friday morning, all the new songs are there and you're supposed to consume them over the weekend or whatever. So yeah, once it finally hits the radio, it's like, this has been playing a while and the numbers show that it does well. So it makes sense why they do it.
And a lot of times I see that artists they'll put the album out and now they will wait and see what the fans think the single should be, or whatever is getting the most spins on the album, and then they'll be like, all right, that's going to be the single now, and then they'll be like, all right, that's the one. Go take that to radio.
Because everybody thinks they Beyonce. Everybody thinks they can drop a project and it's going to go and it's in that people are waiting on your project to drop, and that's really not the case.
She messed the game up real bad when she did that.
But what are we waiting on right now to do that? We waiting on the Lil Wayne to do that. We waiting on the we waiting on the Hot Boys. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say I was disappointed. I was waiting on the Drake to do it, it just didn't hit like I thought it was gonna hit. It hit.
Yeah, it hit exactly.
It hit, but it wasn't. I thought it was gonna be a grand slam.
You can't name an album For All the Dogs and then have it be that.
Yeah, it was just a home run.
I need one of the dogs. What the fuck is that?
For All the Dogs, like you can't. No.
Yeah,
and we haven't even talked about Drake on this podcast or that album on this podcast yet. But yeah.
And there's a reason. Because if it was crazy, it would have happened.
Before we get out of here, like this is a yes or no, and this is totally off. So this is music related, just because he used to be a rapper.